Good evening, Mark. It's Monday, and the issue of Time that came in the mail today is actually a history edition about Thomas Edison, but more on that later. On the topic of making bands, I would probably change my career path to become a geneticist, and over the course of many years of labor and research, slowly alter the human genome to produce brains and bodies that are tuned to play musical, not forgetting, of course, to water it 3 times a week and give it plenty of sunlight. And then I would make one human with this genome and foster in it a love and passion for the creation of music, hand it a guitar or a piano, and then just watch. Not forgetting, of course, to water it 3 times a week and give it plenty of sunlight. I mean, what do you mean by how would I make a one-person band? I mean, if I were to make a band in which I was the sole member, I feel as if that wouldn't be a band, no matter how many of the instruments I played. I would be like a solo artist, and I could have backup musicians that would constitute the band, but I myself, or this one-person band, would not really be a band. You might be referred to as a band if you were known by something that wasn't your name. Take Owl City or the Rocket Summer. I guess they're technically bands, but they are one person. So it's like Adam Young is Owl City, and I don't know the name of the guy who is the Rocket Summer, but he's just one guy. Just a guy. It's his stuff. And now on to Thomas Edison. The article that I actually read was about how the U.S. is losing its edge in science and technology, given, for example, that only about 1/3 of American students are graduating with science or engineering degrees. Represent. And while the U.S. awards tens of thousands of doctorate degrees, a lot of them go to foreign students, and the proportion of those continues to grow. And I think the point the article is trying to make is that Edison was able to create and invent so many revolutionary things, not just the light bulb or record players or the film industry, pretty much. I mean, the energy industry can be credited a lot to Thomas Edison, but he was able to do this because he had his team of scientists that was working in an environment that was entirely supportive of his work and his efforts, and we in America are losing that supportive environment. About $30 billion a year is spent on medical research, and $80 billion on military research, and then less than $5 billion on energy research in a year. And that lack of support hinders scientific and technological innovation. And because the US is putting so little funding towards scientific research, the US is going to fall far behind, and fall very quickly behind the other countries of the world. I mean, yeah, we were gonna have some struggles and maybe not always be on top of things with a growing, globalizing, and industrial world, but I mean, there's no reason to fall that far and that fast. Just imagine the number of brilliant and innovative people out there who cannot get any of their ideas out because they don't have the support, they don't have the money to go through with anything that they're trying to do, or they just don't have the resources, because all our resources are going to other places. And so, Mark, I guess your topic for tomorrow is, how do you feel about this? I mean, how do you feel about us needing to invest in the future of science and technology in America? Or I guess, whatever else you want to talk about it. feel like a good, solid, relatively intelligent discussion is do this channel. I don't know if Quidditch practice is going to happen this week. I know Tyler is working here, and it is also going to be his birthday sometime. Actually, Wednesday is his birthday. But we'll see. Also, I need to talk to you about Infinitus sometime, and I will see you tomorrow.